Hello students, Rupal ma'am is back and I hope you are enjoying and understanding these sessions that we have. Today we are doing lesson 3 and that is pronouns. We are finished with nouns. Nouns are names of person, place, animal and thing. Now we go a little ahead. Pronouns. What do we mean by pronouns? The words used in place of these nouns are called pronouns. What do we mean by words used in place of these nouns? Instead of the name, Samira was late today, I'll say she was late today. So instead of the name, I have used she. Instead of a boy's name, I use he, him. These words which are used in place of nouns are called pronouns. So they are also called personal pronouns because we are using it for ourselves. So I hope you can recollect what are pronouns. Words used in place of nouns. Instead of he, her, we use, instead of the names of a person, we use him or her. Instead of a thing, we say it was. My book was here. It was gone the next day. It. Instead of the book, I've used the word it. Why? It is a non-living thing. So, here the basic idea of pronouns is understood. Now, today, after knowing what are pronouns, we have another important thing to do, and that is we are doing the kinds of pronouns. The various kinds. We are doing only the first 3 today, the personal pronouns, reflexive and emphasizing, and then the demonstrative pronouns. Personal are the pronouns that are used for your very own self. They are called personal pronouns. The examples which I just gave, her, she, but even the personal pronouns are further divided into 3 parts. The first is the pronouns for the first person, that is the pronouns used for yourself, that is I, we, us, mine, ours. They are for the first person, yourself. Second person, somebody else who is in front of you, your, you, yours. They are second person. And third, for the general people on the whole, like they, them, he, she, it, theirs, they are the third person. So personal pronouns. Personal pronouns also are then again used for in 3 parts, that is first person, second person and third person. So first person, I, me. Second, you, yours. Third person, they, theirs, them. Got it? Not very difficult. Now fill in the blanks with the correct pronouns. Here you will just think and fill in the blanks. Let us do the fourth one for you. Come on. The teacher said to Raman, "Why are you late again? Didn't I tell you to come to school in time?" Raman said, "I am sorry, I am late, sir. Please excuse me this time." Not very difficult. You just have to fill up the sentences using the pronouns. I hope you have understood the pronouns, and please try and do this exercise immediately after understanding and reading the pronouns so that you don't make mistakes. Now we come to reflexive and emphasizing pronouns. Reflexing is you are using it to show that it was done by you. I will give you an example. I finished all the work by myself. I finished the work by myself. So I and myself. These are reflexive pronouns. So the words myself, ourselves, yourself, himself, herself, itself, themselves, They all are reflexive pronouns. Please pay attention to what I am saying. I finished the cooking by myself. This is a sentence for reflexive pronoun. Now the same sentence, if I want to show it as an emphasizing pronoun, what will I do? The word emphasizing means you're putting stress, you're putting pressure on the fact that you have finished the work by yourself. So I will say, I myself finished all the cooking. Here you are putting pressure. I did it, nobody else. I myself finished all the cooking. So here the same sentence. I've used myself both the times. I finished all the cooking by myself, reflexive pronoun. I myself finished all the cooking, emphasizing. The word myself comes with the pronoun I. So here you are emphasizing, you're putting stress that you only did it. That becomes emphasizing pronoun. They themselves went to the market today. They themselves. Emphasizing pronoun. They went to the market today by themselves. Reflexive pronoun. I hope you have understood the placement of the word shows whether it's a reflective pronoun or an emphasizing pronoun. Emphasizes is when you emphasize, you put pressure on the fact that you yourself have done it. She herself made this for me. She made this for me by herself. I hope you understood now the difference between reflexive and emphasizing pronoun. We have exercise 2 here, which will help you to understand. Very quickly, if you want, I can just tell you which is reflexive and which is emphasizing. It will be better if you do on your own, but at least one sentence I'll do for you. The second one, the prisoner hanged himself. What do you think? Reflexive pronoun. The sixth one, you yourself are to blame for this. Emphasizing you yourself. You're putting pressure on you yourself are to blame for this. So this becomes emphasizing pronoun. Exercise 3, you have to fill in the blank depending using the emphasizing pronouns, and the sentence might either become emphasizing or reflective. So that is exercise 3. I hope you have understood thoroughly now what we mean by emphasizing and reflexing. Now we come to the third pronoun, that is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun is a very simple pronoun, a pronoun which shows where something is, which is used to point out. And there are a few words, 5 main words, this, that, these, those, and such. These words, when used in the beginning of a sentence, show you where a particular noun is, the place of that thing, and they show the demonstrative pronoun. Let me give you an example. That book is mine. Those are my pens. Now which are my pens? Those, वो वाले pens जो वहाँ पड़े हैं, those are my pens. So here the word those will become demonstrative pronoun. Those books are new, or these books are new. This book is new. Which book? This book. ये वाली book. So these words, this, that, those, such boys should not be allowed in the class. Which boys? Such boys. These words show us demonstrative pronouns. I hope you understood. We have demonstrative nouns and pronouns. So when demonstrative word is followed by a noun, it becomes a demonstrative adjective because it is describing that. And when it is not followed by a noun, it becomes a demonstrative pronoun. Pay attention. If I say this pen is mine, it's a demonstrative adjective. But if I say this is my pen, demonstrative pronoun. I hope you have understood. This is my pen, demonstrative pronoun. This pen is mine, demonstrative adjective. After this, if you have a noun, it's a demonstrative adjective. If you don't have a noun, it's a demonstrative pronoun. Those books are yours, demonstrative adjectives. Those are your books, demonstrative pronouns. I hope you have understood this much by now. So demonstrative, only 5 main words you have to remember, and the sentences begin with those 5 main words: this, that, these, those, and such. But more important is the difference between demonstrative pronoun and demonstrative adjective. So please don't mix up the two. We have exercise 4 where you have to underline the demonstrative pronouns and circle the demonstrative adjectives. And exercise 5 is where you will use the words and make them correct demonstrative pronouns. Which one should I do for you? The second one. These are sweet grapes, those are sour. Not very difficult, right? Okay, so you can finish exercise 5. If you try exercise 4, I will give you the answers as soon as possible. Don't worry, let us complete this lesson. But try to do it on your own. If you want, listen to this lesson once again and try and solve the exercises as soon as possible before you forget what you have already learned. That should be okay for today. See you for now, students. Bye.